Abang-abang natin ngayon sa 8 UAAP teams sa second round ng Seniors Basketball Tournament. Kasama natin ang basketball analyst at vlogger na si Enzo Flojo at ang ating basketball analyst din na si Luanzon. Guys, welcome to the score.
Hey, Teagues.
Not a common tandem to see the two of you together, but I'll get used to this. Okay. A lot of fun to see the second round, you know, get together and all these teams scramble for the Final Four. Let's try to break it down numerically with the bottom teams first. UAAP, USC, they're all at 2 and 6 right now. Amongst the three that are tied there, is there one that surprises you where they are right now?
Well, for me, in a way, it's UE.
Okay.
Prior to the season, there was some buzz that maybe they could be a Final Four dark horse.
Okay.
And they had for the first 6 games that they had this season, medyo disappointing kasi talo lahat yun. But now, they're here and they have a lot of momentum, back-to-back wins. They won against Adamson to close the first round. Tinalo nila yung UST to start the second round. And they have a lot of confidence when they were playing against UST. Talagang oozing with swag and confidence yung UE. And I feel like they believe in themselves and that, you know, they can make a run at crashing that Final Four party.
For UST, last year's finalists, is this a surprise for you that they're down at 2 and 6 right now, or understandable with so much that they lost?
Well, in a way, it's understandable, pero may talent pa rin naman yung UST. I mean, they had some guys who had some very good games in the first round.
Okay.
Si Subido had a good game in the first round. Louis Vigil had a couple of good games as well. But I think consistency has been really, or inconsistency rather, has been one of the big factors that has really pulled the Tigers down. I was covering their game against UE and it seemed like there was just no flow, no rhythm to the way they played. Hirap talaga sila to find a combination that could work. And I think it's a big challenge for that team moving forward. I think the Final Four door is still left open ever so slightly. But out of those 3, UE, UP, UST, feeling ko yung Tigers yung pinakamahihirapan to be able to climb out of that.
And by the way, just to note, UP beat Ateneo for the first time in the last, 7 years? No?
Yes, since 2009 last time.
Okay, shifting over to Adamson, they're at 4 and 4. Christian, they're tied there with 2 other teams at 4th place, 3rd and 4th place, technically speaking. With Coach Franz Marin being a new coach, a new system, how would you assess them so far? Is this fair enough where they are right now, considering medyo nakagulat din sila ng team sa first round kasi medyo hindi pa kilala yung mga star players nila, but where are they?
Knowing Coach Franz, you know, I'm sure he's disappointed.
Okay.
Because, you know, doing a lot of interviews with him before the game and knowing him also, you know, he came here, as soon as he signed for Adamson, he came here, you know, not to sugarcoat anything. Hindi yung typical na, you know, we're gonna make it to the Final Four, we're gonna try to make it to the Final Four and this and that. No, his purpose there is to win a championship. And, you know, I believe in his word. I know that the standings don't speak for itself right now.
They've had some painful losses, I think, too. No, medyo really close down the wire.
And the last 2 games, they've been playing really well. Last game against La Salle, you know, they almost stole that one from them. I think the one that magnified in that game was their experience compared to La Salle, obviously. And the game before that against UST, more than the score itself, because they blew that out, is how they really played. And I think, you know, in the mix with Ateneo in that middle and FEU, as long as they find a way, they're 2 games behind right now. If they find a way to become the second best team after elimination, to me, it's going to be La Salle and Adamson in the final.
Wow, that's a bold. No, I like that. Thank you, Christian. Okay,
that's an
if they become second. Because they'll have twice to beat.
Because
Coach Franz has that experience.
And I say that because La Salle, I expect also is going to sweep it. So with the step ladder, and they become the second, 3 and 4, and they have the twice.
You're calling it that.
All right. Okay. Said first here, huh? Okay. Let's shift to NU. They're 4 and 4. This is a team, of course, that 2 years ago they were the champions, and they're trying to, you know, regain that rhythm. Oddly enough, we haven't seen the real Alfred Aroga in every single game. He had a good game last time out, although they lost to FEU. But their last 2 losses have been to FEU. Remember this? They were 4 and 2. Just 2 games ago, and then back-to-back loss to FEU to end the first round, open the second round. Given that, how do you see things shaking up for Coach?
I think it's going to be an up and down second round for the NU Bulldogs. So much depends on Alfred Aroga. And Boom and I were talking to him before we covered that game yesterday, and sabi nga ni Aroga, physically just something's off with him right now. He wants to win, he's focused, but his inconsistency is because his body is just not 100%.
Okay.
And he didn't elaborate anymore, pero yun yung nararamdaman
so may pag-amin ng konti na hindi 100%.
Oo, na hindi siya 100%.
Alright.
Kaya medyo nagulat kami kahapon na he had, I think, his best game of the season so far against FEU kahapon. It was all for naught, of course, kasi yung mga miscues lang nila in the end game.
Fourth quarter woes na naman.
Yes, fourth quarter woes again for it's really that stretch in the end game where they just collapse. Turnover here, a missed shot there, missed free throws also. So yun yung hirap sa NU. And I think it's also because ang dami nilang players na kung hindi bata, maaaring doon sila last year, pero inexperienced, pero relatively.
And they're getting heavy minutes. These young guys, even like Sinclair was in the game.
Sinclair was in the game for a very long time. Si JV Gallego was in the game for a very long time, even more than the Diputado brothers, actually. And, you know, that's good kasi these guys get experience, but ang kabilang side, ang flip side naman nun is they might not be the best decision makers when it comes to those clutch situations.
All right. Now, Ateneo is also in this triple tie at 4-4, Christian. Another new coach, new system with Coach Tab Baldwin, and ang dami na walang stars from last year who were expected to fill in the void of losing Pesumal and Keith Ravenna. But is 4-4 a good record for where they are now with the situation they started with?
Yeah, those losses, the one that you mentioned, guys like Pingoy, Tolentino, Cani.
They were supposed to. This was their year.
It was really a big loss for them. I think it's showing now. And you know, you gotta admire, syempre, yung the system and the culture that Coach Tab is trying to implement this season. But aside from, it goes hand in hand. Talent, hard work, explosive. If you have one of the other, obviously you would like to choose hard work, which they have. But let's not forget that the talent is not that much also in terms of Ateneo. And what hurts more is that they're missing Aaron Black. In bad timing then.
I think 4 games now.
I don't think they'll be in this situation if Aaron didn't go down with an injury. They would probably be two games up at maybe 6-2, maybe 6-2, maybe tied with FEU, who knows. But with in the mix with NU and Adamson, well, obviously I have Adamson and LaSalle already. I think Ateneo is gonna be the one that's not gonna make it.
All right, we'll see.
Most likely in the Final Four.
Second place, FEU. Again, they were a team that was just 4-2, and because they had a rare opportunity to face and beat the same team back to back, which is a rare tweak in kink in the system. Ganun talaga yung format of scheduling. So yung scouting mo, kasanayan mo, you beat them again. 6-2 right now. Are they legit second placers? Are they legit contenders again? Although they are the defending champions, minus 3 big stars from last year.
Well, I think so. Outside of LaSalle, they're the hottest team right now. 5-game winning streak.
5 games on.
They started the season really slow. When they started 1-2, a lot of question marks. But I think they've more or less erased those question marks already. You have to admire the fact that finally, si Monbert Arong, who had a slow start to the season, it seems like he's coming into his own. He's getting comfortable being that medyo go-to guy of FE.
Although Coach Nash says he doesn't want to have to label a go-to guy.
Coach Nash is not the type of player who's going to of course, who's going to broadcast kung sino go-to player niya. But it's pretty obvious the way they've been playing na Monbert Arong is one of those main options that he has, of course, along with Raymar Jose as well. And, even without some key guys yesterday, they had some other people who were able to step up. Ken Holmqvist had some good chances as well. Jojo Trinidad gave some good minutes for FEU. So, as long as they maintain that balance that they have, I think they're deep enough and good enough to give Adamson and LaSalle a run for the top 2 spots.
Yeah, all right. Now, LaSalle obviously 8-0, and interestingly enough, let's not forget they've done this the last 3 games without Jeron Teng. So how scary is this LaSalle team? You already declared a sweep, and I think very few people will counter your opinion on that they're gonna sweep. But how scary is LaSalle, and how unbeatable are they really all the way but to the finals? You think?
Well, I think their record speaks a lot to their character as a team also.
Okay.
And, obviously people are trying to say now, especially when Jeron went down, they don't need Jeron. That's not true. They need Jeron. He's the one leading the charge. And, obviously he showed this in that first game against FEU. When FEU put that scare in their first game, 10 points in the fourth quarter, ended up 28 points. Although, team overall, I thought that first game they didn't really play well. But in that game against NU was leading all throughout the whole game. Jerome took over 8 points in the fourth quarter. And they're gonna need him because for sure, LaSalle is continually going to be tested until the finals. Although I think they're going to be the first team also for 16-0.
Pero yun na, nakatikim na rin sila kahapon, di ba? Na munti ka na.
Munti ka na.
But again, without Geronteng. So that's a big asterisk right there. But you know, interesting enough, we'll see how far this SL team can go again. There's always a question of rust. If you rest too long before the finals, if you sweep it, remember?
It's a step ladder.
Although the last time that happened was UE many years ago, and may halong bagyo ata yun na may na-cancel na game day. They rested 21 days. And they just so rusty. And they lost it in the end to LaSalle. But we'll see. We might see Franz Humaran going up against his old school in the finals. That's the greatest forecast of Christian. So we'll see more of you guys. We'll talk more about this in the next time. Enzo, Christian, salamat. Thanks, guys.
For more sports updates, keep watching The Score. And don't forget to subscribe.